Right now in tech, wherever you look, you see people getting laid off. The market is tough, and that's obvious to anyone who is paying attention. But here is something most people are not talking about. Even in this market, some people are still getting hired. And I'm not talking about average role. I'm talking about positions paying $300,000, $400,000, and even $500,000 in total compensation. If your job search feels stuck, you are likely playing by 2021 rules in 2026. And if you are making decisions without clarity, this video can save you months of going in the wrong direction. Hello everyone, I am Raj. I'm a former L7 Principal Solutions Architect at AWS, currently a startup founder, and more importantly, I have helped many professionals get hired in tough markets. In this video, I will break down why layoffs are happening, why and how companies are hiring, and I will even tell how my students are getting jobs even in this bad market. Make sure to watch till the end because that's where I will explain the one part of the job market most people get wrong. To understand how to survive layoffs, we first need to understand why layoffs are actually happening. One of the main reasons for layoffs is spending. And this part is most important. Companies today are investing heavily in Gen AI, cloud infrastructure, and new initiatives. However, a large percentage of Gen AI projects are failing to deliver real business value. Even companies like Anthropic and OpenAI are running at a loss. There are also concerns raised by global institutions that the world economy is becoming overly dependent on AI-driven growth. So when spending goes up, but results don't show up, something has to give. Therefore, companies reduce costs. And the largest cost for any company is people. That is why layoffs become the fastest way to rebalance. This is not fair, but that is the reality. If you think layoff era is gone, then you are living under a rock. Layoffs are not over yet. Even large and profitable companies are still adjusting their workforce. According to Newsweek, Amazon is expected to announce another round of layoffs this April, impacting over 14,000 roles. And they just went through a large round of layoffs. And other companies are following the same trend. But this does not mean companies are failing. It means they are recalibrating for the long term. During COVID, companies hired aggressively. Demand was high and money was cheap. But now the market has normalized. Revenue growth has slowed down while salary costs have remained high. That imbalance is exactly why companies started cutting headcount. These layoffs are corrections and not judgments on individual talent. Now here is the key point you need to understand. Layoffs do not mean hiring has stopped. Companies still need strong people to build products, serve customers, and make money. This market is actually an opportunity to enter great companies. But the difference is simple. The hiring bar is higher than it was 2 years ago. What was considered good earlier is average today. Thank you for being a loyal listener to this podcast. If you want the latest cloud interview guide, including Gen AI interview questions and their answers, with average answers that most candidates give and delightful answers that sets you apart and get you hired, go to cloudwithraj.com/newsletter. All right, back to the episode. Gen AI has changed expectations completely. Troubleshooting is faster, research is easier, proof of concepts take much less time. So basic execution is no longer impressive. Today, companies assume you can execute. What they are looking for now is thinking, judgment, and decision making. Gen AI can do about 80% of routine tasks well, but the remaining 20% is where real customer problems exist. This is where strong candidates stand out. They do things like clearly explain trade-offs and why one approach is better than another. They make architectural decisions based on business constraints, not just technology. They communicate design choices in a way that different teams can understand. For example, a solutions architect can use AI to generate multiple design options. But what makes the difference is the ability to choose the right design, explain the reasoning behind it, and align it with cost, scale, and business goals. Strong candidates use AI as a tool, but they take ownership of the thinking and decisions. Your goal is to reduce risk and make the hiring decisions easy for the company. There are two simple things my students consistently do. First, they communicate clearly. They explain their thinking step by step so interviewers never have to guess how or why they arrived at a decision. Second, they take ownership. They don't just suggest ideas, they explain trade-offs, make a recommendation, and stand by it. This is the single biggest reason even my H-1B students received strong offer in this market. I like to call this delight, not meet. Delight the recruiters and interviewers and not just meet the standard. I have a separate video detailing a sample interview question and answer and go over bad answer, average answer, and delightful answer. I'll give the link up top. Take a look. Now let me be honest. If you are not getting hired, there are usually two reasons. Either there is a skill gap, or second, recruiters don't know you exist. For most people, it is the second one. Even if you don't like posting on LinkedIn, that is why visibility matters. Also, this is no longer a candidate-driven market. Being flexible, collaborative, and easy to hire matters again. So make sure you showcase your body of work and your sample projects and your knowledge in LinkedIn. Layoffs and hiring can happen at the same time. This phase is not permanent. Strong companies, including FANG, are still hiring selectively. If you adapt now, this market will not block your career. It will sharpen it. I sincerely hope this video helped you understand what is really happening in the tech job market and why some people are still getting hired despite all the layoffs. If you want to go deeper, I have created another video where I break down a step-by-step roadmap to build the right skills, prepare correctly, and position yourself for hiring in today's market. Make sure you watch that video next, and if you found this video useful, please like the video and subscribe to the channel because I regularly share practical guidance on cloud careers, hiring trends, and how to grow in the tech the right way.